Alright everyone, today we're going to start playing Call of Cthulhu. An interesting little horror game, psychological horror, Lovecraftian as well, as you can tell, Cthulhu being that. Adventure and story rich according to Steam. Sounds interesting, seems interesting. The quick write-up that Steam has is set in 1924. Private investigator Pierce is sent to look into the tragic death of the Hawkins family. Plunge into a world of creeping madness and cosmic horror. Cryptic clues, shadowy figures, and pure terror bar your way as you fight to retain your sanity and solve an otherworldly mystery. So this should be pretty good. I quite enjoy horror games, so let's just quickly make sure everything is set up appropriately and we will be on our way. Good game. Subtitles on. Let's cross it. Yeah, we're gonna put that on probably. What do we got here? Global. What do we got for controls? Move, right, crouch, run. Interaction, light is my mouse button. Lean forward for right mouse button. Usually you'd think that would just be aim for the gun if we're shooting. So that's interesting. I don't even have a right mouse button. Don't even have a right mouse button, so that's interesting. Figure out if I need that or not. Alright, let's start this game. Well, we're already starting out a murderer, so that's of a shark. Fuck, I wish I could kill a shark with my bare hands. Atmosphere sounds pretty good. Graphics are pretty well done. That is quite the fish. Break, kick anything. No. Just search. Was I supposed to find a key already? Apparently I am not going to do well at this game. Found it. and creepy green glow. Love it. There we go, now we get past the chains. Nothing else down here? So what are these? I don't know what that symbol would be. I mean, if they're in a cave, I'm wondering if it'd be explosives. That's something in the water already? Alright. There we go. These are more like pincers than bolt cutters, but sure.
In my wake, hold along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Oh, can't cut that chain apparently. So we're not going back. Pretty linear.
What a putrid offering.
Oh, poor little orca. It's quite a few dead animals, eh? I think Cthulhu probably wouldn't fit in this cave for an offering, so I'm not sure who we're offering to. Well, that voice definitely does not sound like it's a benevolent one.
Don't fight. You have been
Just
chosen.
to run, eh? Alright, let's run. I don't know what we're running from, but let's run.
Behold. Everything has already been written.
Guess we're fighting a bunch of wolves.
Perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
It's like someone's into some tentacles.
I hate whiskey.
This game.
Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I wonder why I still take these things.
Doctors prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore that they would put an end to the nightmares, but for a while now their effect has been wearing off. Any of these open up? No. Drawers. What are you? Of course I'll have a drink. Are you kidding me? This will affect your destiny. Oh. Apparently I'm not supposed to be an alcoholic. Alright.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Same, bro. Same. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling to me? Oh, apparently I have a lighter. My old lighter that I engraved in memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the men of the Lost Battalion who fell. Don't have any information. Places. Pierce Investigations Agency. My private detective agency contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles, but this place is mine for the moment. Pierce, what is all of this? CP, 4 CP. Wait, is this like an RPG? 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5. Your physical power from the skill increases your chances of forcing doors or mechanisms, or of using violence. Medicine skill represents your medical knowledge. Improving the skill increases your chance of determining the dosage of a drug, making a diagnosis, or of expressing or understanding a medical problem. Well, I should just automatically have 5 for that one. Occultism represents your knowledge of the occult sciences. So, I guess we'll find out how we get a few of those. Sanity. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the Meuse-Argonne offensive. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion, American units that suffered heavy losses from enemy and Allied artillery fire. Forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades. Without food or medical supplies, the soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events, and he consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that will haunt him. So right now, apparently I am stable, which I really wouldn't classify myself as that one. Confident in your abilities and your Cartesian mind, you conduct your investigation by sticking to the facts. Your convictions and your perception of reality, your conclusions are logical and reliable. Good to know. I guess that'll probably go. Doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer... Nope, we already read that, so we're good. Okay, let's continue going. So we've got a level up system in this game, which should be interesting. Don't really see that much for horror games. No. Turn that back on. The music was good. Oh, I'm still searching. Nope. Still searching. Not doing that.
I should get rid of all this stuff. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Case solved. The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there is not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. Fair enough.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
The husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed.
I used to be an avid reader. The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Oh, character points. Oh. So we are leveling up. Psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior or on the analysis of objects. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Improving the skill increases your chance of finding hidden objects. An undiscovered object will not appear in game. Ooh, that's probably the good one to start with, because hidden shit that just stays hidden is not good. Your ability to influence those you talk to by your power of speech. Improving this skill increases your chances of convincing or manipulating during discussion. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object and of picking locks. Increases your chances of forcing doors or mechanisms or of using violence. Well, we're gonna go with at least this. Oh, you need to put that in there for a whole level? Two needed for the next level. Well, I don't even know where to start with this. Huh. What do we think is going to be important? So, well, occultism is at 0% apparently. So, let's do that then. Medicine's at 10. Only needs 2 apparently, so let's do that. There we go, so everything's at least 20%. Sure. Let's hope that's a good thing.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
Silence.
I'm coming!
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce.
Are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes, everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look.
I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me
One of those Rorschach
Tell me if this is the work
tests.
of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Your notebook details your current objectives. Just press J. A strange picture painted by Sarah Hawkins a short while before her tragic death was sent to her father just after the artist died. He is convinced that she is the sender. He brought me the painting so that I could examine it. Stephen Webster, the wealthy industrialist, came to my office. He wants me to reopen the Sarah Hawkins case, named after his daughter, who died in a fire alongside her entire family. I must examine the documents he compiled in order to know more about the case. Can I not change this to the other ones? No? Interesting. Okay. That's still just in this item.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
A shipping label. Some of it's unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report. It says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. Chanty. New clue memorized. Fuck, I wish I had a memory like that. Alright, well, let's, Oh, gotta hold it this time.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Can I consult the diary now? No? Okay. Should take this painting lightly. I read about her mental frailty in the police report. Something's not right with the story. Find out about Warehouse 36. Where did Sarah Hawkins go?
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Darkwater? Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Well, this one's still not.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could...
That is what you go to Darkwater.
So did that. Why is it not darkened out? I guess that's all we got then.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You will be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
He's got quite a loud voice when he's talking to him.
Darkwater.
It's quite the yelling inner voice.
I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Dun, dun, dun. What we got? All that remains is to leave for Darkwater, and I'll certainly find something on Darkwater in my bookcase. Alright. So we've already started this, so let's just have another one. We're just gonna start off with that. Okay, now we can start reading. No one can read sober.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Leave for Darkwater is all we have left. Well, we're gonna need one more fucking drink before we go, so... Here we go. Bottoms up. Oh, we're actually getting drunk. Ooh. Alright. Well, that's fun. Can we drink more? Give me that bottle. I guess that's it. dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. This first volume lists all illnesses known in the civilized world. It details the symptoms and suitable treatment. Nothing else in here, eh? Didn't notice that before. There's a couple more liquor bottles. Alright, let's go.
Almost there.
Dun dun dun. Skilla. But a beautifully dark game for sure.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
I want to stay on board.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Northwest, I think.
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Go to bar, talk to Bradley, talk to Fitzroy. On the approaches to Darkwater, I saw thick clouds masking the sky. They were so low, they seemed intent on impaling themselves on the sharp reefs that circle the island. Fitzroy, the captain of the only tub that manages to float to the mainland, offered to help me. He may have documents that belongs to Charles Hawkins. Fitzroy advises me to visit the port's bar. He mentioned a little pick-me-up. I suppose I could get the lay of the land at the same time. Fishermen have gathered around the carcass of a killer whale. I could have a look and see what the local cops have got to tell me. And Captain Fitzroy offered to share with me what he has found on the Hawkins in the archives of the Harbor Master's office. Alright, what do we got here? Nothing. Oh, 1 point. 1 point. 6 needed, 4 needed, 6, 4. Well, let's just add it to this one. Dark water. Oh, we got people. Stephen Webster is 65 and a businessman. Well respected in the Boston area. Came to see me in order that I investigate the death of his only daughter, Sarah Hawkins. The man accepts neither refusals nor inconvenient truths. He's ready to do anything to prove that his daughter was not mad. Charles Hawkins is 41 and a ship owner. Deceased. Charles Hawkins was a local celebrity on Darkwater, the heir of a ship owner family. He used to travel a lot. He met Sarah Hawkins during a trip in Paris. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island of Darkwater. They had a child named Simon and lived a very secretive life. Sarah Hawkins, 33, painter. Known for her tortured artistic universe, she was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearances. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." Yeah, we call that psychosis. Her marriage to Charles Hawkins years ago surprised her high society columnists. A wealthy Boston heiress, known for her party-going, chooses to follow her new husband and live as a recluse on the island of Darkwater. She disappeared from the front page of newspapers and nobody heard any more about her. Even her death in a fire remained a secret. Only her father, Stephen Webster, continued to seek the truth. Simon Hawkins, 11, schoolboy. Only son of Sarah and Charles Hawkins. He died in the fire that claimed the whole family. Read the investigative there. It would seem that the world has forgotten the very existence of this isolated rock off the coast of Boston. It is a small and hospitable island whose coastline is made up of steep cliffs and sharp reefs, and with only one outlet to the sea, it is mainly inhabited by the descendants of whalers who set up a supply post there in the 1800s. It was hit severely by the collapse of this activity. I think that the only venture on the island that is still profitable is the Medical Institute. And the port, at the entrance of the port of Darkwater, one still passes in front of the shell of the Scylla, the last whaling ship to have brought back a catch. Sailors wander the docks looking for some small job for the day. A gang of bootleggers has set itself up there, and is gnawing away at the territory of Captain Fitzroy, the last sailor to own a boat capable of making the round trip between the island and mainland. Here, the golden age of whale hunting is a distant memory. Art of Sarah Hawkins. Intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others. Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images with violent colors and wild strokes to the world. If her paintings are testimony to her vision of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to another dimension. Extract from Notebook of Edward Pierce, Private Detective. Clues. Read that. The painting depicts a monstrous silhouette threatening a woman and child. Flames can be made out in the background. Stephen Webster, the father of Sarah Hawkins, thinks that it is a link to the death of his daughter. But no clues in Chapter 2 and no new items in the inventory. Let's go check. Alright, Mr. Fisherman. Can we chat? No? What do you got? Let's see. What do you got? Nothing. Useless. Worst fisherman out there. go see what they have.
Please move back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any...
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Killer whales have few predators. And there are no sharks in these waters. What creature could possibly have done this?
That's no way to treat an omen.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't Don't put that beast back in the water.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. Oh, yeah? It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots.
You can see that I'm busy.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
We're already in trouble. Come on, can't we sort this out? You can see he's half
Nothing
drunk.
for you here
There's
either.
Nothing to sort
Beat
out.
it.
Your chum
beat it.
wanted to stir us up.
But you can stay to watch if you want.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Take the lantern? No. Right, let's chat. Not yet. What do you got?
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
The toilet. Nothing behind? No?
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Second volume teaches ethics and good practice to medical staff. So books are good. Books teach knowledge. Knowledge is power. Climb this? No.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
He's got a little peg leg. In this photograph, a man who looks like the Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. Love how all the candles and the light sources in this game have a nice eerie green glow.
What a macabre souvenir.
Let's chat, sir.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Table next to this one? This one? No, this one.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are legible: 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? The government. The government hides everything. On the deck. What are we talking about? The boat?
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling. But no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
You tell me.
I thought you would have worked it out. It belonged to Charles Hawkins.
I see. That explains those loading manifests. Too bad I can't get much out of them. I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
I examined its wounds. I know of no creature able to cause them.
And I took you for a detective.
Believe me when I say that these wounds are significant.
Come. You've only just arrived on Darkwater, and already you think like a sailor.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
All right. Journal. Pierce update. One more point. Batting at the hidden. James Fitzroy, age 45, captain. He's the captain of the Charybdis, the only boat that still sails between Darkwater and Boston. His base is the harbor master's office, from where he misses nothing that happens on the island. The inhabitants of Darkwater respect him. The bootleggers despise him. He offered to help me in my investigation. Clues, clues, clues. And still my lighter. I learned nothing from Fitzroy's documents, but I did get confirmation on what I'd been suspecting since Boston. The warehouse mentioned on the shipping label of Sarah Hawkins' painting belongs to the Hawkins. It's on the docks. I must find a way to get into it. Why does this still have... exclamation? Apparently we can inspect... Is that all it wanted me to do? What else do you want me to do? Submenus? Ah, there we go. Okay. There's menus to the menus. Oh, right here. Duh. We've already read through all of these. You're good. There we go. Now I'm in. So are we going straight to the bar, or are we going to there? Nope, secondary objective is to go to the bar, so let's go to the bar.
Hey, be careful.
Now, why would you do that? That's just rude. It's probably Cat.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Hold the test strength. Alright, well, let's...
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure rises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Lots of things, yes.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Her vision, was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Yep.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
May not order a drink now? Oh, there we go. That all was in there?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous and...
Yeah, okay.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
Yeah.
That'll be all for now.
And then he said,
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
The Shanti. 21st May 1847, miraculous catch. The Scylla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board, of a size that went beyond that of a formidable toothed whale. The cetacean that is already being called the miraculous catch covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There's no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop, or storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special evening at the Stranded Whale. To celebrate the return of our brave whalers, all of the staff of the Stranded Whale invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with friends to taste the miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate.
You have no right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I heard the Hawkins family owned a warehouse on the docks.
An old family of ship owners.
Tell me something I don't already know.
They were made much richer by the miraculous catch.
You shouldn't talk about the dead like that.
We're not speaking ill. We're just saying that Daniel Hawkins made a fortune without taking any risk.
There! You're speaking, Al, you see!
It's your proof that the miraculous catch really did happen.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
I had the wing of the girly boys. I was present and fly home. On evil Queensland's icy grounds.
I don't know what they're saying.
Wells there is no. And the weather is rough, and the winds do blow, and there's little comfort here. I'd sooner be snug in a dead-fall pub, drinking of strong beer. If I had the wing of the girly boys, I would play the men.
Quite the song. Quite the song. Yeah.
Another break?
One of those damn...
Can't you see that we're in the middle of a conversation? I told you to beat it.
Oh. Well, you're just a right chipper young gal, aren't you? Fine. We won't go to your back room. Flip that.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker and a debtor. Interesting.
Crazy his name's still on there. It's been however long he says it has.
We'll do it again. Oh, the girl, doctor. Cold. She won't stop asking.
Member of Asylum staff. Alright, warehouse, opposite the jetties, this thing. Let's go this way. The whale.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy! They're cops. They can't understand. Damn.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Blocking the warehouse.
Don't put that beast back in.
Nothing. What you got? Catching anything?
Damnation, I broke it. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Well, shit. Alright. Hopefully I can find a key. St. Brendan, the Navigator.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Nothing new. Roy Mitchell, age 55, owner of the Stranded Whale Bar. Prohibition has no hold on the stranded whale, and sailors come to seek some comfort in Mitchell's whiskey. The man therefore knows more than anyone the secrets and rumors that the inhabitants of the island exchange after a few glasses. Mitchell is devoted to the golden age of whale hunting, if the numerous trophies that decorate his establishment are anything to go by. The man will talk freely on this subject, on which he is so keen, but he will be far less enthusiastic if one was to inquire about his source of liquor. Read that, occult, get that, Does the patron saint of whales and whalers still protect the sailors of dark water? Visibly, there were other gods before Saint Brendan, and their worshippers do not seem to be of this opinion. The locals still worship the old saint, but a mark was made on the statue by another cult. Good. No, still there.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Well, that's unfortunate.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Sounds like fun.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Just enjoy your little... Oh, this is your house? This is what we're talking about? You two just enjoy your cozy little house together.
What? You could tell me. No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Warehouse unguarded. Okay.
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
We're not gonna resort to lying just yet.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
Kat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile of the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope you had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Why so serious, eh?
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
We're not gonna resort to lying just yet.
Where do you think you're going?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Fair enough.
You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Wow. One gets rude pretty freaking quick in this game.
Get it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, there's new people sitting. Chance you want to talk?
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
You seem like the same two from the other side. The ones sharing the little boat together. Member of the Asylum staff. You got anything to say?
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Okay. Back here before we go. Well, that's an asshole park job if there's ever been one. The spot hidden skill allows you to detect hidden items at a close range. Once these items... something? How does that work?
It looks like there's a way in under this grate. A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Is there a button to do this? Huh. Don't know if there's a button to do. Am I like looking for something? I'm so confused. Okay.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. This ratchet device seems to be usable.
Oh, it's a ladder. Okay, there we go. Jesus, I'm an idiot.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Apparently I'm missing one more part. Don't know. Well, we're gonna just leave this here for now, and we'll do this at the next part because we've already been recording this for a while. So thank you so much for watching. It's definitely an interesting story, and it's got a lot of ambience and a lot of history to it. So hopefully you're enjoying it, because I am, and we'll see you in the next part. Thank you so much.